なんだ君。
5ミリと元の巨人族と大きさを3段階に変えられるようになった巨人族のままだからな。ほれ伸び込んで巨大化してコッパみじんにするんだって。いやー突然にルフィさんに何してくれただよ。
まずリリーちゃん一旦縮め。
だこっちよせ行けルフィさん行くなぺよ。ルフィさん。なんだ、そこだったのか。おおすっげえ巨人族になっあ
調子の
これでおっさんの天国料理が食えるぞ。
Lily is a giant with tanned skin, long green hair tied in a ponytail and blue eyes. She wears gold hoop earrings and a yellow corset, as well as a red sash wrapped around her yellow shorts. She has thigh highs and wears brown and yellow boots. When she is ready to fight, she wears a horned Viking helmet. Despite being a giant, her miniature form is her true form due to the effects of her devil fruit, though she can shift to her natural size whenever she desired. What are Lily's personality? Lily is a very gluttonous giant that, like her father, steals food from other people. She loves her father dearly as she often spends time bragging about how great of a cook he is, and is also very loyal to him to the point where she recklessly would travel to the New World with no more than a glass bottle as her method of transportation. She has a habit of comically overreacting to things which enlarges her head, similar to Cammy's face fault when she is overly shocked about something. She usually addresses people using the suffix "sa" instead of "san." She seems to have a good relationship with her father, as she spoke very highly of him. Since she was willing to risk her life for her father, it can be assumed that she cares deeply for him. Initially, Lily was hostile towards the Straw Hats and vice versa due to her stealing their food. But after they saved her from drowning, they got along quite well.
So what's up everyone who's watching this video? As you can see, we covered one of the Giantess characters in One Piece, and I'm actually a big fan of this character. So I had to prepare for you some of kind of things that you need to know about this Giantess character, because if you don't know the character that I'm talking about, especially in One Piece and anime, I'm going to tell you really soon. So I'm talking about a character who has an ability to become giant and also tiny, because as you can see in the world of One Piece, different characters are able to use different powers due to the eating of the devil fruits, which is crazy. So it means in the One Piece universe, maybe I can put it like that so that it can be simple. In One Piece universe, we have these devil fruits that tends to have these powers or magical powers and stuff, that when a character eats those fruits, they tend to have these strangest and weird powers that they are going to be with them forever. An example is Luffy. Luffy ate a devil fruit and then he started becoming he can stretch. As you can see, we have different devil fruits which has different superpowers, but as you can see with this Giantess character that I'm talking about, her devil fruit powers can transform her into becoming a giantess with in crazy size, and also she can shrink down into a tiny size as well, which is actually cool. So I had to show you kind of like a clip of one of the character who is actually has these powers of transforming into a giantess characters and also shrink down into a miniature. So I'm talking about Lily Enstomach. This is one of the character who is in One Piece anime, and as you can see, she is not going to be part of like the Straw Hat crew, but as you can see, first she's going to hate Luffy and in general like the Straw Hat, but at the end of the episode that I will give you soon, she is going to be friends, but also because you can see she's amazing. All I can say, she's amazing. And if you're looking for anime that has different, like, unique scenes and unique characters, to me, I'm recommending One Piece. So, guys, if you haven't watched One Piece, go and watch it, because as you can see, we have a lot of One Piece episode until like more over than 1,000 episode of One Piece. So if you guys are really like focusing on like, you know what, let me cover One Piece anime, you can watch it until you're tired, because there's a lot of episode in terms of animation or maybe anime. And if you're really interested in watching the manga, you can go and watch it. But if you actually like, you want to like to do not waste a lot of time just by watching thousands of episodes of One Piece, you can go and watch the Netflix live action of One Piece, which is so cool. They tend to cover a lot of episodes in just few episodes and scenes. So if you want like to cover the One Piece so that you can understand quickly, you can go and watch the live action, which is actually amazing. So yes, we have, and if you are a big fan of different Giantess characters, I think One Piece is for you guys. This is just my own opinions, because as you can see, I just show you one of the character who's has ability to become a giantess and also shrinking down into a tiny size. As you can see, Lily Stomach is actually a great character who has ability to transform into a giantess and also to shrink down. As you can see in this anime, when Lily was actually fighting the Straw Hat, Luffy, and what is called his name Usopp. Yeah, I almost forgot the name. So when Lily was fighting Luffy and Usopp, she became a giantess and she started experiencing giantess growth transformation. And then when they were fighting, she had to shrink it down. And then Luffy and other and other Straw Hat crew just wanted to like trying to find her. It was like a really cute scene, like trying to find a tiny person who transformed into a giantess, and now you're trying to find her, which is actually weird and crazy. And what is fascinating about One Piece in general is every characters tend to have like a special role in the episodes and different scenes. So as you can see, Lily is so much, even though they didn't use a lot of like lilies, but she had a really good like a certain like importance in One Piece, because first she was a giantess, and as you can see, if you don't know, let me tell you something. If you don't know, where can you find giant and giantess characters in One Piece? Find episode that has characters who are from Elphaba, I think Elphaba. So Elphaba is like a country that is actually a giant country where it has like people who are gigantic. So if you're really like you like focusing on like, hey, you know what, I want to find different giantess characters, you should focus on episodes that are related to Elphaba, where there's giantess characters and giants people, because there you're gonna find all the characters that you need who are giant. So tell me in the comments first, what and who is your favorite character in One Piece in general? Is it Luffy or Nami or Nico Robin? Don't worry, I'm going to show you some part of like in the next video. In another video, I'm going to show you Nico Robin. There's a lot of characters. Bonnie, who is a Giantess character. So as you can see, some of like characters in One Piece have really unique powers, and they can transform themselves into a Giantess character, because it's not only Lily who has the ability to become a Giantess and also shrinking down into miniature size, but also other characters too, as like Bonnie. And as you can see, there's another character who was transforming into a Giantess character. And don't worry, I don't want to spoil it, because as you can see, you are going to see this character after this video. Yes, after this video, just wait at least like 2 hours, and then you're gonna see this character who was experiencing a Giantess growth transformation. And every time she was like experiencing that transformation, she was able to trigger another Giantess growth transformation after another transformation, which is actually nuts. It's actually nuts and bonkers. So to me, that was actually crazy and amazing. So if you want to see Giantess characters, to me, I'm recommending you guys go and watch One Piece, because One Piece has a lot of Giantess characters, and all these characters are really portrayed differently, because some actually they may be friends of Luffy and tend to help Luffy in his journey, and also some they may act as like kind of like supporting characters, which is actually amazing. So go and watch One Piece. But if you are tired, or maybe you think like, oh, One Piece anime, there's a lot of episodes, I can't even watch them all. So you know what? I want something which is simple that I can watch and I can understand. So if you want that, go and watch a Netflix live action of One Piece. It's really cool. It's really easy. They have almost like season 1 of the One Piece so that you can understand. And after that, you can go and watch the second season of Netflix live action of One Piece so that you can understand everything. And yes, I'm hoping maybe the next year they can release like season 3. Even though there's rumors like season 3 is supposed to be like the last episode or the last season of One Piece, but I'm not actually sure. But sometimes, you never know. It's the same thing like say like Squid Game. Squid Game like season 3, we expected like, oh, that is the end of Squid Game, but no, it was like transferred in different countries, like from South Korea to United States. So actually, we're waiting for season 4, which is actually like a US version. But it had to be good, so it has to be good. Maybe put some like A-list celebrities who are like celebrities, so that it can like pop and go viral, because that would be so cool. So guys, if you're watching this video and you're a big fan of Giantess characters, please leave a like to this video. Make sure to tell me in the comments what you think about this video. Don't be scared to tell me a recommendation of, hey, this character, you need to check it out. Check this character, it's so cool, and I'll do that. Yes, I'm sorry for my English is not like actually straight, because it's my second language, but it's okay. You can go to subscribe to my second channel where I post short clips of the videos. And yeah, you can subscribe to this channel and also leave a like to this video, which is actually going to be cool. If you want to join the membership, do so, because once we start getting membership, we are going to have like 2 kind of videos, like videos for normal subscribers and also videos for membership. So if you are really interested in joining the membership, you can go to my channel post, find the post that is actually related to the membership, and you can join. There's a link there, so just join and everything will be cool and amazing. So thank you very much. Tell me, who is your favorite character in One Piece? To me, I may say Zoro and Usopp.